That's a lot for an intro.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we're fully recording. Yeah, we are. Anyway, so anyway, let me just do the intro now because I never do the intro at the beginning. So this is different.
Yeah, this is different. Yeah. I do so much hosting that.
Yeah, it's like for you to be. So you're in the passenger seat today.
Yeah.
Basically. Anyway, hey guys, it's me, your favourite homegirl, Nicky. This is SoNicky Podcast. First of all, I just want to celebrate something. Maybe when this comes out, I might have a few more, but I started my YouTube channel from afresh because we're doing it big now. Guys, as you can see, I have a beautiful set. I'm getting the guests in. I would be celebrating like over 100 subscribers. That's a win for me because I don't have it.
Celebrate each win,
man. This is my first over 100. Like today, when I checked before I left my house, I'm on 148. So maybe by the time this episode comes out and I'm recording the next one, I would like to be on 200. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's doable. So for those of you that have subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you so much. And guys, I don't think you understand how much it means. I was so giddy when I saw it.
I've subscribed already.
Have you?
Yeah, of course, man.
Thank you. You know, I've been subscribed to yours. So thank you so much. So guys, thank you so much. If you know anybody that would love this show, love the laughs, you want to skip through it, I don't care why you watch this show, but I would love for you to subscribe. So tell a friend to tell a friend at SoNicky on YouTube. On Instagram is SoNicky Podcast. Guys, I finally made a TikTok for this show. It is the SoNicky Show. So I hope you guys follow, you share with your mates, share it with your work colleagues. Because I know some of my work colleagues have seen this and they pretend they ain't seen it. I'm going to cut that out. That sounds so mean. Do you know what? I'm not. You know when it's like, they will see it and then they'll look at me like, you cocky bitch.
What, would you want them to see it? I mean,
I don't mind.
I would like to keep work separate.
Really?
I hate it when they message me and stuff.
Bro, they message you.
Yeah. Oh my God, I saw you on blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I'm like, yo, keep that quiet.
My sister was saying today that one of her colleagues was like, hey, listen, so you got a friend that does a podcast? She was like, that's my sister. And then he was a bit like, oh, right, that's your sister.
What is that, a work colleague?
Yeah, a work colleague, yeah. And I went out over the weekend and like 2-3 people came up to me. They were like, oh my God, like people in my office watch you. And I'm like, guys, I love it, but I need to see this support in the numbers, okay? I need to see the support in the numbers. So, guys, thank you so much. Guys, I have a guest. So this guest, I wanted him to come on the show because, first of all, I've done his show. Let's get it out of the way. Second of all, I met him while doing another show. Shout out to the In My Opinion podcast boys. We were part of their first ever live stream, which is so cool. That's actually history, which was so cool. And I said, when we will start moving, he has to come here. I mean, it may not come out, but it will. I tried to do a little double entendre with that. Guys, he is the face of This Can't Come Out. If you haven't seen him on YouTube, I can't lie, guys, you're under a rock because you come up after every 3 scrolls. After every
That's
3
cold.
scrolls, I see Dami. So guys, I have Dami from This Can't Come Out podcast. Yay.
Hi guys.
I hope you guys are clapping and cheering at home. Yay. How are you, Dami?
I'm blessed, man. Can't complain.
I think people came into a very random part of a conversation.
Is that actually going to be in there?
Yeah. Why not?
We'll see, isn't
we
it?
are big grown people.
Yeah,
we
facts,
say
man.
this, or if
but
not.
But then, man, I'm saying, when I asked that, I'm asking humbly and I'm asking sincerely because, like I said, I'm not certain. So therefore, if she was to say, oh, no, what me? Never in my life. Then I'll believe her in it. Then it'll be somebody else in it.
Yeah. But then, of course, we have time, guys. Some things you will see, some things you might not see, but we will see how this goes. So, guys, we have a toast to make. We always have a toast to make.
Oh shit, I've already been drinking.
With our SoNicky Special. And guys, this week's SoNicky Special is I was going to say a glass, but it's a cup of Pink Pinot Grigio. Is a personal favourite. So if you want to drink for this weekend, if you're watching me on the weekend, Pink Pinot Grigio is the vibe. I'm not drunk, I promise. And the toast goes like this, Dami. A toast to life.
A toast to life.
A toast to love.
A toast to love.
And to everything that is SoNicky.
And to everything that is SoNicky.
Cheers.
Sweet. You didn't drink your...
Oh, yeah, God. This is
right.
You see that bush girl behaviour? It won't get me far in life. So, I have this icebreaker game. So, these are questions to get to know Dami a little bit better. Don't worry, don't do that. They're not messy.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Okay. So the first one, I think it's quite a simple one. What is your biggest fear?
I already told you, dying a dickhead death.
I don't think I remember this.
Basically, dying a death that shouldn't have happened. That was just like, why did he do that?
Actually, I think I remember that.
Like anything that someone will look at and say, okay, he had no business doing that. Or like, or such an insignificant death is why I fear the
Describe
most.
one for those who haven't heard it.
Like say a random guy just pushing me into the train track. Or for instance, my iPhone falls on the train track and I decide to think that I can go and collect it myself and then I get electrocuted and die. Doing something I have no business doing.
Like what? Like
say jumping out of bungee jumping and then dying as a result of it.
I don't know how people do that, honestly.
Yeah,
I
so
really
it's
don't.
like, I'm not doing any of that. Things that you're like, why did he do that? Like jumping out of a helicopter into the sea, thinking you can swim, and then you end up drowning.
Well, I think of, Hillary, will you marry me?
Yeah, that type of shit, yeah. Yeah, I'm not on it.
Okay. What is a song that best describes you?
That best describes me. Mm-hmm. This is difficult because I want to answer this proper.
Do you want to hear mine?
Let me hear yours.
Well, what other people say, city girls act up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bro, well, that's your vibe.
Every time, like, me and some people go out and we hear that song, all I hear is, "Bro, where's Nicky?" Like, and I'm like, guys, chill. Because there was a time I used to bang that song.
Well, you used to be a fighter, innit?
A fighter? No.
Act up, you can get smacked up. That's the one, isn't it?
Act up, you can get smacked up. But I'm not smacking nobody.
Okay.
I'm not.
I believe you.
I wouldn't dare.
Let me think. A song that describes me. Mm-hmm. Let me think of a lovey-dovey kind of...
A lovey-dovey song?
Yeah, man, I'm a
like
sweetheart.
An old school R&B love song?
Yeah.
Like something by like a Keith Sweat, maybe?
Yeah, but I wasn't banging Keith Sweat. Let me think of a Party Next Door song.
Do you know what?
In my head, I'll go with the first song that came in my head, She Will, by Lil Wayne and Drake.
And Drake, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do it for the realest nigga, she will win it. I feel like I'm the realist, so... And she'll do it for me, so yeah. I'll go with that one. She Will, Lil Wayne.
Okay, that's an interesting one. I'm going to definitely use that in the caption. But who is your celeb crush?
It's a change from time to time as these babes get older and older, innit? So it used to be Tatiana Ali.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But recently, but I'm not on her because of her age, innit? But Chloe Bailey, innit? I like the look of
she's
her.
Buff.
She looks unorthodox buff.
I feel like another guest has said this.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like another guest, but I'm sure it was a woman though. Yeah, I think F said this, Chloe Bailey.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, anyway, those of you in the YouTube comments, let me know who your celeb crush is. Guys, you can say me. I won't respond, but you can say me. Okay. So let's do one more off of this list. Let's see. Use 2 words to describe your love life.
Well, obviously non-existent, isn't it?
Non-existent?
Yeah.
Why?
Right now, I don't love nobody.
Why?
Literally, the other day...
It doesn't mean you love somebody.
Yeah, but
you don't fancy no one.
Yo, let me explain this.
Go on.
The other day, I got tickets to go and see Hamilton. Yeah.
The play, okay.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to see Hamilton since it came out. I had the opportunity to watch it one time, but I didn't know what it was, so I passed on it.
Okay.
And then since then, I've been trying to watch it. I got 2 tickets. And my boy was like, because they were available, so I just bought them. And then he was like, oh yeah, who you taking? In my head, literally, not even as an idea of an individual. I am not even emotionally drawn to anybody right now, innit? Yeah, so non-existent.
Wow, so you're not even like taking no one out on a random date?
I go on dates though. I go on dates all the time. But I'm just not a serious guy.
But then nobody that you would think, okay, I'm going to take her to Hamilton.
No, but I ended up taking a girl to Hamilton. I ended up taking a girl to Hamilton. But for instance, there's a lot of people I can take out, but there's nobody I can say that this is my person at all, or trying to be my person. I guess there's some work that I need to do because
Okay.
Like, my vibe is very, very playful. Like, no one will take me seriously because I feel like even when I'm trying to be on it, I'm not really on it.
But is there a reason for that? Or is it something that is
I think one of the reasons is I know the magnitude of what's going on now. If I have a girlfriend right now, that's essentially a fiance. I can't even do a girlfriend right now at this age because if I do a girlfriend, I'm not that's essentially my wife.
Yeah.
So I haven't got a relationship to waste right now.
So would you say that you want to date intentionally?
Yeah, 100%. Okay. But I'm too intentional. Like, intentional to the point where it's actually kind of scary, innit?
Why is it describe it to me.
Like, for instance, if I don't see her as wife, then I'm not even trying to consider chatting to somebody whatsoever.
What does a woman have to show you to show that, like, she could be wife?
Do you know what's funny, yeah? And what's fucked up about it is that it's not even what they can show me. It's certain things that they do that, whatever it is, I know it's not that. I don't want my wife to be doing that. And there'll be little things that will just throw me off. And I'm like, nah.
Give me an example from something that has happened where you saw, like, a potential in a girl and something just came and you were like, yeah, I don't think I can do this anymore.
Let me think of some of the stupid ones. No, some things are just too... like, for instance, one, like, she's just too sexy. Like, her whole vibe is just sex. Like that's what she exudes. And it's like, okay, cool. And then that will just be off-putting. I'll go on a date with her, I'll do all the... But I'm like, okay, cool, no, man. I just can't...
She's too sexy, but I don't think she can help that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, for instance, now she can kind of like tone it down. It's not, in fact...
Is it the way she looks?
Yeah, like she looks too sexy. She'll just be too sexy, like all the time. And
damn.
Yeah, and it's like certain times, and it's like I said, like that's why I'm not. The problem is me because it's like that's not actually an issue.
Really?
But you're out here being too sexy all the time, and it's like I don't know, innit?
Oh. So that's a problem. Anyway,
it's not a problem. It's not. It's a problem. But it just when I see her, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. To the point where, okay, let me just not say it, but I'll say it. But it's like she looks like a whore, essentially, is what I'm saying, innit?
Okay, so the way she presents, so like, is it an
she presents
outfit?
whorish. Yeah.
Is it just is it like just clothes? Is it her attitude, like her demeanor? Like, what is it?
Like all of it.
Really?
Like all of it together. Like, and for instance, it'll be that person. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, there's no science to it. Yeah. But it's like I saw something and I'm like, oh wow, you're just a whore, isn't it? My brain would go to. But she's a lovely person. Like I'm saying, and fun to be around. And so, and when we're interacting, everything will just be calm. And my whole vibe would be like, oh my God, this is great. Everyone's having fun. We'll do it again. It will repeat. But then they clock that this guy is just not opening up at all. He's just happy to have fun with me. Does it take you a while to
open up?
Have I opened up? I don't think I've really opened up before. I think I have before, innit? There's people that know me, but certain times it's when we become friends that I will open up as opposed to someone that I'm seeking romantically.
Like, I said this to, I can't remember, I do remember who I was speaking to that. I was talking to someone the other day and I was talking about being hung up over my ex, and then I realised like I never really ever opened up to him, and then I realised I don't think I've ever opened up to any man, even the men that I was like confessing how much I loved them, or I thought I did.
You did.
Yeah, I've never actually fully opened up.
Yeah, and even certain girls, like for instance, I remember. I feel like obviously because I do a podcast, I feel like bare this shit would have been something I would have repeated before. But certain times I'll be speaking to girls, and it's like when they're chatting to you, it's like they share something with you, and they're like, oh my God, now your turn, like open up with something. And I'm like, no, what is this? It's not some sort of what trauma for trauma that we should be doing.
No, we shouldn't even do that.
Yeah, so I'm like, what's that about?
Do you know what? That links into my next point that I'm going to go to. But before that, what is your ideal woman?
Okay. My ideal woman is someone that I find attractive. Like, I find her attractive. I don't care if nobody else does, isn't it? But like, she's like my flavor in it. Someone that I'm like, I look at, and someone that I'm just proud of. So like everything that she does, like what she does for a living, like I'm just proud of her, innit? She's smart as well. And basically like just morally sound.
What's morally sound?
Well, morally sound, and like for instance, she's just a good person.
Okay.
Like in terms of, she wouldn't steal. Like she's just like morals intact.
Okay.
Someone that, for instance, if you have a child with, they're gonna get a good learner, a nice basic.
A good role model.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember we talked about it on your show. You were like, the thing about you, even with looks wise, you just have to find them attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to find them attractive.
So you don't have a particular, just for anyone who's watching or listening, that anyway, some women might be interested in you. Girls.
By the grace of God. Hey, slide in my DM, please.
Slide in his DMs. Guys, it's love all 2025, okay? Yeah, you just have to be cute and keep yourself together.
Amen.
In a nutshell, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to do in the comments. I want to try out this segment called in the comments. Okay. Yeah. So when I see posts that could be funny, a bit controversial, like, you know, some posts you go look at them and you're like, I have to go to the comments immediately before you even say what you want to say out loud or even leave a comment yourself. So I'm going to read the post, right? Cool. And I want you to tell me what you would leave in the comments. And we'll go through some of the comments. Okay, cool. So this is a post. You know, guys, people be screenshotting tweets and putting on these blog. I need to start one of them blog pages, you know. With just tweets, because like they make a lot of following. Anyway,
is it?
Anyway. So guys, the tweet says, a man going through a lot, in air quotes, is not your invitation to become his therapist or his emotional caretaker. If the text gets slower, his presence fades, and he puts you on the back burner, ask yourself, is this the energy I want to build my life around? So what would you put in the comments? Okay.
Can you read it again? One more time, please.
I'll read it again. A man going through a lot, in quotes. A lot is in quotes. A man going through a lot is not your invitation to become his therapist or emotional caretaker. If the text gets slower, his presence fades, and he puts you on the back burner, ask yourself, is this the energy I want to build my life around? So what would you put in the comments?
Personally, I'm not a person that types in comments, but to that I would say facts. I'd be like, yeah, facts, 100%.
Why?
Because I totally agree with that.
Okay.
So, like, if people give energy to the things that they want to deal with, and I'm also not a person that's a fan. I've told a couple of my friends this as well. Someone that's gone through some shit, like, it's... Like, the way I see it is, I believe in honeymoon phases, isn't it? So I like a honeymoon phase.
Like every other man?
Yeah, where if you can't have a beautiful start, there's nothing to suggest that this will ever get better.
But then for me, it's like, don't build something that you can't maintain. That's my issue with that.
I feel you, but what would you prefer? Would you prefer hell to begin with?
No, but men love the honeymoon period.
Yeah, who doesn't? Why wouldn't you?
They do the most. Women, we love it, but we are on the negative receiving end of that honeymoon period.
But sometimes you don't say, oh, my day, well, put in more effort.
I want you to hold that thought. We'll come back to that in a second. Right, let's see what was in the comments. Some of the ones that I found a bit funny. Someone commented, whole time, he ain't even going through nothing. He just don't fuck with you. That is very true. So, this is a lady. She said, nah, for real, this was my life. I hate that I took so long to leave. Black women love the help, trauma bonding. Guy, oh my God, I'm sure that's a white woman that wrote that.
What?
Hold on, let me go on her page. I think she's either light skin or mixed race. I can't lie, this doesn't actually look like a real page. But anyway.
You have to look at the follower ratio.
Yeah, like someone says she needs to change her profession. Okay, I don't know who they were aiming that at. Someone else said, that goes for both genders. Why only give that advice to one person? Okay. Somebody said, you guys are traumatized in these comments. Another, I think this is from a podcast. Just stay single, laughing face, my God. I don't want to stay single. Well, right now, yes.
Why?
What? Why I want to be single right now?
Yeah.
Because men lie too much.
Oh, so that's going to change when you're ready.
Someone said, yeah, it's another woman anyway, laughing face. This is more for people in their talking stage. True. Someone said, this was a big lesson learned for me, I'm sure. This is the last one. Correct, but I miss him still.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. But then I've had that before, like men saying that they're going through stuff. I went through this in my last situation as well. I was going through stuff. We are in a whole relationship. What the hell are you going through stuff?
Yeah, why didn't you tell me?
Like the stuff that... Okay, but then to be fair, he was linking this going through stuff with... us potentially getting back together. That's what that was. So it wasn't while we're in a relationship before someone comes to tell me what I was in. But anyway, what did I just tell you to hold on to your thought?
I'm sorry.
I can't remember either. I can't remember.
I'm so sorry.
But if it comes back up, we'll come back up because we'll go back to men and women. I'll have a men and women topic coming up. But then first, guys, let's those of you who have never seen Dami, those of you that live under a rock. So Dami is the host of This Can't Come Out podcast. Lovely podcast. He gets a variety of people on his show, and the conversations. What I love about your show is that the conversations can go anywhere. There's never a time. Yeah, there's never a time. But then I like that about your show though. There's never a time where I've seen a clip or watched an episode and it's like, oh God, this again, or oh my God, you spoke about this in the last one. There's nothing repetitive about your show, which I can definitely appreciate. No, I really do appreciate that. But it's
one day
funny.
we're gonna have topics. But the plan I gave myself was, you know what? These are people I haven't spoken to or seen in a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like, we've got things to speak about anyway. And it's like, when the time comes to actually do topics, like we're saying, B Money and George, their episodes, we kind of go into topics randomly.
Because they're your friends, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, because they come on all the fucking time, innit? So it's like,
And that's another thing I like about your show. You bring on people that you have or have had relationships with, but then the base of the show is never always through that. You can talk about anything and everything.
Facts.
And then for quite a small segment, you're like, oh yeah, so how do we know each other? And I'm like, oh, swear down, you guys know each other. I wouldn't get that from the beginning.
Right, man. Thanks, man.
So that's what I really...
Hey, man, give me a little prop in my step.
No, I really do enjoy that about your show.
Thanks,
I really do. One thing I want to ask you is 2025. Do you enjoy podcasting?
Bro, now this is interesting.
Yeah.
Now, okay, let me be very, very careful with how I say this. Now, the reason I started doing this was not for podcasting.
Okay.
It was literally a case of, I saw that content was becoming a thing, and me, I'm a vibes guy. So what was happening was I was just spending, I ain't seen somebody in a long time. Plus, I'm not a telephone person. Okay. You have to link me in it. So my vibe was, I'll link somebody, we go out, we go for drinks, boom, boom, boom. So what I started doing was linking my friends and then just recording the conversations.
Amazing.
And then that's it. So I enjoy that part. But what I don't kind of enjoy is now I have kind of boxed myself in where I'm kind of turning this into work, innit? But I enjoy it. While I'm here and I do it, I enjoy it. Okay. But what I need to do is, because what I've done is, because I drop weekly now, I have made this work for me.
Work rate is crazy.
Yeah, I literally I release once a week on a Tuesday, and I've turned it into work. So I enjoy the podcasting of it because I enjoy speaking. If there was no such thing as a podcast, these conversations would have been happening behind closed doors anyway. So all I'm doing is literally putting the camera on and taking out the bits that people don't want the world to see. So, well, the format that I do it, I enjoy it, but I'm kind of turning it into work, innit? Okay. You think I want to see George and B Money on a fucking weekly basis? Ideally, I don't want to, innit? My ideal is I don't want to see them weekly. Maybe I'll give them once every 2 weeks or a month,
hey, what's up?
Yeah. You know.
But the reason why I asked you that and the reason why I said it's 2025 is because, do you know what? I ranted about this so much last year that podcasting, people look at podcasters a type of way. Yeah, and me personally, I kind of enjoy it. But then I wanted to ask you that again because, like I said, personally, I really like your show. I enjoy it. But then I wanted to know from somebody, and you're hella consistent, especially with your clips.
Fam.
You are very consistent, right?
Mental.
So that's how you've built your following. And in this day and age, especially with TikTok as well, because you have a huge following on TikTok.
Oh, right, that's nice.
And,
you said huge, right?
You do have a huge following on TikTok.
Yeah,
you do. So it's just like, it's given a lot to the form of podcasting. So that's why I wanted to ask you with how podcasters are viewed, and like you said, it being work for you. Is it something you enjoy? That's why I wanted to ask you that. Yeah.
But with all of that type of stuff, what I would say is fuck everybody, man. Fuck everyone. Everybody, yes. Fuck everyone, really and truly. Because one, they watch it. They look at it.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't really mind, innit?
The people that swear that they don't watch you, they know your business. Do you know why? Because they watch you.
Yeah, so they see it. So some people, and it's all right. If you don't like it, it's calm. For some reason, there seems to be correlation. It works either way. You can be successful if people hate you a lot or if they love you a lot, innit? So it doesn't really matter, innit?
That is very true.
Yeah. So if you can get people's emotions up to the point where they dislike you, it doesn't really matter. They'll blow you up that way.
Like, people thrive off of that level of energy and that controversy anyway. But like, being a guy, they're like, ban male podcast, blah, blah. Like, I've said, I can't remember which show I actually said it on, but then I was like, you see the girls that say that, they're lying. Even the other guys that say that, they are lying. Because first of all, they know all about you, especially for the women that say, ban male podcast, the mics are too cheap. Let me tell you right now, these mics ain't cheap.
Funny, yeah,
okay, we were just talking about how much studios cost before we started recording. They ain't cheap, so don't try it. These guys that they're talking about, they get girls from these shows, yeah. But then,
I haven't got podcast groupies yet, man.
Stop it, you probably do.
Well, not yet. I swear down, the moment I get it, not that I will snitch, but I found people will know about it.
Women get them.
Is it? Women get, is it? People, is it? Oh yeah, because I think it's because like I said, sex goddess vibes, isn't it? Yeah. It gives like, oh, what does she know, innit?
I know, anyway, yeah. But then do you feel like as a man, you have to put out, because you've talked about your show structure, do you feel like, let's say for example, when you're posting your clips, do you have to put out like a particular type of content?
Fuck everyone, man, no, I don't care.
Okay.
But like, bear in mind though, I feel as though I'm just a great guy, innit? So I actually think I'm just a great person. Yeah. So what my podcast does, it kind of shows all aspects of me. So to kind of select, like what I won't do is I won't do anything. I'm not trying to bring anybody down in it. Yeah. So I try not to put out clips that are damning on individuals. But other than that, it's like free game. Right. Anyone can I could put out anything. I don't really care. I'm not limited to subject matter or anything.
No, I hear it. Going to the next bit, what do you think makes a good podcaster? So if you take things like from yourself and maybe the other podcasts that you watch as well or listen to, what do you think makes a good podcaster?
One, I think being interesting. Basically having a perspective, a unique perspective. Helps. I think just basically being truthful, because I feel like human beings, a lot of us, we've got kind of like a lot of the same shared experiences. Yeah. And certain times, what somebody likes to kind of see themselves through something that you've said in it. So it's like if you're just honest and just say something and they feel as though no one else has ever been that real before, it kind of will resonate with them. So it's kind of like the relatability. And I feel as though, that's kind of like a good podcast. But funny enough, like, I only watch kind of podcasts in our universe, isn't it?
What's our universe?
Like, my universe is yours, in my opinion.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
I get our universe. Yeah, I get it.
So anything that comes to my algorithm, there's certain podcasts that might be bigger in the world, but like I've never watched episodes of Shits and Gigs before, isn't it? I've never actually seen episodes. Okay. I've seen clips of theirs, isn't it? I think they're hilarious, isn't it? Yeah. But it's like the ones I see are the ones that, funny enough, probably around indie studios, isn't it? Yeah,
it's true, because we all actually work in the same studio.
The algorithm just throws them in my direction, and literally I spend so much time editing that I don't really get to venture out, apart from maybe like Joe Budden podcast, maybe a venture.
I don't watch his damn show. What's it?
Why don't you like him? He said like you don't like him.
He's a bit too... Joe Budden, like, he's a bit... I'm sure he's a great guy. Yeah.
I'm allowed to do this, by the way.
Go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead. He's a bit too like around for me. Like he's very like
what, catty?
Yeah, like I saw some clip of him and his friend arguing, because did he have sex with one of his friends? Like,
I saw that one. Yeah,
and I don't know if the girl was like.
No, he didn't have sex with her, but she came over to his house. That was his ex-girlfriend. Came over to his house and they were smoking shisha together. And he tried to say beforehand, he was like, I would never ever try to fuck one of you lot's girls. And then the guy was like, what, really? You had my ex in your house.
No, but the thing is, his friend, like you held it until you lot were on camera.
Yeah, facts.
Like you held it till you lot were on camera. So I can't lie, his friend's a bit of a bozo for that as well.
Bozo's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a bozo. That's like my favourite word, like in the past 6 months. I will call you a bozo. Like you a dumb bitch.
That's disrespectful.
Equals bozo. You're a guy that I don't like. Equals
bozo. Okay.
Bozo.
Where'd you get it from?
I don't know. You know, one
it's
day.
It's like a New York term, you know.
One day, like. I feel like sometimes, certain days, just random things just pop up in my head and it just comes out and I find my own ways to use them.
Okay, interesting. Bozo.
Do you know what? Yeah, okay, cool. So like, oh guys, look, another dating topic, yay. What's it? So I saw this post the other day,
Don't let them do that to us. We're allowed to talk about dating.
We're allowed to talk about
who pays on the first day?
Who fucking pays on the first day?
Who cares?
Who pays?
Yeah,
the man, anyway. But so I did see this post, but I didn't save it. So it's not verbatim, but then it was about this guy. Like he had an issue with. To be honest, I don't know if it was a post, like a tweet, or if it was a video. Actually, I saw it like a couple of days ago. He had an issue with his partner wanting to hyphenate her name. And then I remembered like there was this guy I used to date maybe like it's been like about 2 years now. I used to date this guy, right? Guys, I need to give full context, because you know sometimes it sounds like I like to slag off the guys that I've dated and that's not the case.
Okay.
But this one particular fool. Oh, he's lucky he walked through.
There's one of your exes that I don't like, innit?
One of my exes?
Yeah, that I don't like, innit?
Huh?
Based on our conversations.
Oh, okay.
What a demon.
Oh, the one that showed up with the girl.
Wow.
Do you know, listen, guys, let's put a pin in where I just started.
Okay, cool.
Let's talk about something right now. And I can't lie because I heard he's been watching my content.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I heard he's seen me on the internet.
You heard from who?
What?
Someone saw him on his phone.
No, because I'll tell you afterwards.
Yeah.
Let's not say too much about that.
Okay.
I'll tell you afterwards. So you see, so guys, there is a story that I've told it on Laid Bare and I told it on This Can't Come Out.
We took it out. I think we took it out.
Oh, did we take it out?
The full story we took out. We didn't put that part in.
But I watched the whole thing. Oh, no.
No way.
No, but I
you
watched
probably the unedited version.
The unedited copy. Oh.
When you really can put the full version.
I remember having the same conversation about hyphenating last names. And then I said I would want to hyphenate my last name. And I said, why?
Quite emasculating.
I remember like we were on FaceTime and then when I said it, he was like, what? He probably pushed up his face and I explained why. My reason for wanting to hyphenate a last name is because my dad only has daughters. And my dad's last name is actually his uncle's name. So we would be like the only generation with our last name. So to carry it on. So when I learned about that from my dad, I was like, wow, that's really powerful. And then as I've got older, thinking about marriage and having kids, I would want my kids to have that name to carry it on. Because my dad doesn't have a son to carry on the name. He's just got daughters. So I thought that was like a decent thing. So I remember talking to this guy and telling him that. And when I explained what I've just explained to you to him, he was like, oh, okay then. And you know, here's where the respect thing comes into it. That's when I was thinking, you fucking like, you're even lucky that I'll even take your last name at this point. But then I can't lie, guys, that's when I knew I need to dump him because I just didn't have like that. I didn't realise that I didn't have that respect for him anymore until we had that conversation.
Oh, right.
So what do you think about women wanting to hyphenate their last names?
Like in the circumstances that you know, it's crazy because I thought about this because my brother, I think my brother, this is very deep anyway, but my brother's wife, I think she had talk of hyphenating their last name because obviously I think she's adopted.
Oh, wow, okay.
She's adopted and basically there was a big hoo-ha of even the woman that adopted her, like like it would be the end of the road for their family name. So quite like similar circumstances. So she wanted to kind of hyphenate the name with my brother, and basically my brother didn't really mind. He didn't really care, innit? But my other brother was like, how that is hella emasculating, innit?
Is it?
So then I thought about it, and I was like, it's interesting. It's an interesting topic. It's something worth discussing, isn't it? Like now, me personally, before my brother mentioned that, like I didn't really care, innit? But at the same time, there were kind of it's tradition, innit? It's tradition and there's rules, so it's like cool. We understand that, but unfortunately, that's what it is, isn't it? Like your girls, you can't take your name forward. And what happens if your daughter now is in the same situation? How long will these names get? So everyone's going to keep on doing it to the end of time.
I didn't think about that.
So it's like, just keep our last name, or just keep your family. Your DNA keeps them living anyway, innit? So it's like,
How many brothers do you have?
I got 2 older brothers.
2 older brothers. Yeah. I feel like you told me this. So you see with the adoptive family, like, is your brother's wife their only child?
Yeah, my brother's wife's she's the only child of that family.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So maybe like dynamics come into play as well, because it's true. Like if you continue hyphenating names, where are we going with this? Yeah, you're gonna have like a great grandchild, with like 2 birth certificates. Like
it'd just be crazy.
The name just goes on and on and on.
Page,
and it's God.
So it's like. And I understand why, but it's like, come on, man. Really and truly, names are not that important. But in me saying that, if it's not that important, then why not hyphenate it? But it's like, no. As in like, and plus, certain times, as a man, if you're insecure as a man as well, you might be like, it just sends out a message that, yo, you are not a man, that you allowed that to happen, innit?
Because for me, in the situation that I was in, bear in mind, guys, I wasn't in a relationship with this person. We were just dating.
You hate this guy.
Oh, I don't hate him. Honestly, I don't hate anybody, but
you do.
I don't hate anyone.
The other guy you must hate.
I don't hate him. I just don't care about him.
Okay, well, you should hate him.
I just don't. No, I should hate him. But I'm trying to be the better half of a Christian.
Amen.
But then it's like, even when I saw the post that was sent to me, it was just like, I told you, I responded with a long LOL, because I'm like, how are you still so embarrassing? Like, it's crazy. I don't agree
with what they've done to him, though, in that I hate that chat with a complete passion. I feel as though
are we dating the same guy?
Yeah, I think it's so wrong. I feel like everyone that's in the group should also be given criminal charges as well. Yeah.
Why?
Like, it's like revenge porn.
No.
Yes, it's like revenge porn. Yeah, if you have a picture of somebody else on your phone, and then you put it on the internet, then you'll get arrested for it. 1, these girls are not even the girlfriend. Like, she says she's got so many red flags about this person. How about you just leave him then, innit? Don't put him on the internet. Just leave him.
Let me tell you, I've been in us and our feelings.
Yeah, but it's nothing wrong being convinced. I feel like being convinced to stay is normal. It means the guy said some words. Like, I've convinced a couple girls to stay. Yeah, and I'm saying, if the words I use, it means what I'm saying makes sense, isn't it? If what I said didn't make sense, then you wouldn't stay, innit?
I mean, it makes sense. And also, really and truly, here's the thing about women, though. We know when we are in a bad situation, but we don't always want to go. So you see that room when we come back and you think it's so easy, like we came back so easily. We really thought about going, but we wanted you so much. That's what that was.
That's beautiful, but sometimes that backfires.
He said that's beautiful, but it backfires.
Yes, because I've heard a few guys tell me as well, and it makes sense to me, where when you violate a girl and she stays, it makes you respect her less. And it's like, why would you stay through that? I don't want my girl to have that sort of vibe.
But the thing is, the emotional state that we are in, we're not even thinking that he doesn't respect me. We're thinking, okay, cool. If he does respect me, he might work a bit harder the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 11th time around. Wow. So that's what we're thinking, but we're not thinking that. Like what the men are thinking, like we don't rate her. But then 2025, break those bondages. Listen, women, break those bondages.
Amen.
Break those bondages.
But don't join that group. I
was trying to find my Facebook password to try and join the group, but apparently you have to wait to be let in.
Yeah, they want to verify that you're actually a woman.
I want to wait to get in because I was thinking, I don't believe that someone I've been with.
I feel like they should all be arrested. Every single 200,000 members of those groups should be arrested and not go prison. I don't want that for you guys.
No, it's not revenge. Hold on, here's the pictures.
It's revenge porn.
But do you know what? Yeah, because I read out what the person said, so that might be a bit identifiable. So that may not come out.
Oh yeah, that's sweet. Let me see.
Yeah.
Now this nigga's innocent, man.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yo, I'm on his side. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You're on his side.
Yeah, I'm on his side. This is so This is so wrong.
No,
how dare
not.
you? If you've got red flags about the person, leave. Just leave and fuck off. You don't put them on the fucking internet.
Yeah,
if you've got red flags, do you know what? Do you know what I would do if I was him and I saw? Even if I loved the girl and I saw that you put me in a fucking Facebook group, fuck your love. Yeah, fuck your love. What the fuck is that?
I did hear his response to it, but I won't say it.
Okay.
Yeah,
but what would you do if the roles were reversed? There's a guy you're seeing. You think things are all good. Yeah. Obviously, you're having a little bit of a turmoil, but this is your person. And then you find out this nigga has put you on a website and said, do you know this bitch? Do you know this bitch? Have you dated the same bitch? He puts you on this website and you see that. That's like, okay, has anybody else king this girl? Like,
oh my God, can I ask you a question? Yeah? First of all, my response to that is, fuck you, idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all my response is. But can I ask you a question? Do you have an issue with dating a woman that one of your friends has been with?
Depends how close of a friend it is, innit?
Okay.
Yeah. If it's my boy, nah, man, I'm not on it.
Because one of my guy friends, he was like, he doesn't, this is how we explained it, and I will tell you how I took it. He said, why is it when, let's say he meets a woman, the woman can be, guys, this is my friend's words, okay? The woman can be a hoe for his friend, but with me, you want a relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get what he's trying to say?
100%. But it's a violation.
My response is, because you see, at first I was like, what the hell do you mean a hoe? But then I understood what he was trying to say. But he sees it as being a hoe. And I think other guys do as well. He's trying to say, he's like, some women, some guys, you lot can just hook up and have sex. That's what it is. But then when it's
but it's my turn
when it's
now.
time for you,
you want to do relationship.
Like, I want you to graft me before that, when your friends could have just, had...
It's a violation.
Yeah, had it on a platter.
I agree with him.
Really?
100%
because
agree with him.
I tried to explain to him, listen, she didn't like your friend like that. She fancied him enough for them to just have sex.
But I understand both perspectives.
She likes you, she wants to date you, probably get wifed by you.
Yeah.
So that's her MO.
Yeah, it's a violation. I think there was a quote that I had before. Certain times, when I think of the actual quote, but it was something along the lines of, when a girl respects you, so much that certain times she will disrespect you by respecting herself, innit? Which means that she might hold you in such high regard that for you, she wants to present as wifey. Because she holds you in such high regard.
What does that mean? We're not having sex?
No, I'm just talking about your behaviours with me. Is
the amount of effort she's putting in is that wife behaviour. Yeah,
but wife behaviour, but also basically you're trying to present what she believes is the ideal wifey vibe, innit?
Oh no, I think I might be too late.
For what?
I wanted to order food. I was at the hospital the other day and I had to have my height and weight done. I'm 1 centimetre shorter than I was last year. I don't know how that works, but anyway, I'm 1 centimetre shorter. But I've put on a lot of weight, like, because I saw this particular doctor a few months back. I've never weighed this much in my life. And then the doctor, she was like, listen, she looked at me with such disgust as well. stupid cow. Like, she really looked at me with such disgust.
We're gonna have to.
So now I'm just so now when I'm ordering food, I'm like, I'm not supposed to be eating this no more. I can't. But I can't get hungry.
What was your order? What were you ordering?
I wanted to get like chips, mac and cheese, prawns.
Nah, man. Just say no. Go bed, man. Just sleep.
I haven't had dinner.
Just sleep.
I haven't had dinner.
And then have a big breakfast.
I don't even eat breakfast.
You don't eat breakfast?
No, I'm never that hungry early in the morning.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I'm never that hungry, and I have to work tomorrow as well. So
go work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, your second job.
Yeah.
Lord.
I know.
Hard worker.
I know.
Unlike what's his name? That guy that you're dating.
Fucking lazy twat. Listen, guys. Listen, it's not attractive being like a lazy man. I know. Here's the thing.
Just pretend to even be doing something. I'm
taking into account like people go through shit. Some people are not motivated. Some people don't know. Like
laziness just will reek through no matter what you do.
No, but the thing is, some people actually don't know what they want to do with themselves, and I think that is okay. But then when it's delivered in a type of way where you're no longer respecting the people around you and what they're doing, because that's how I felt. Like, he would always be commenting on what I'm doing. Oh, you've always had something to do this week, haven't you? And da 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 da.
No
and I'm
way.
Like, don't comment on me.
Someone's got to work
I know
in the
what
morning.
I'm doing. Like, I remember one time, like, he was really complaining about like his mum cooking or something, and I'm like, you're a big adult man, you can cook yourself. And then he was like, oh, I don't have time. I was like, bitch.
What you did?
What the fuck? What the hell do you mean you don't have time?
Oh, you see, yeah, I would hate, God forbid, a woman is speaking about me like this somewhere.
Oh God, that's out of order. All right, let me
do you know what? Yeah, just God forbid.
Do you know what? I'm just trying to be a lot nicer. I'm trying to be a lot. Here's the thing. I am a really nice person. Yeah,
I know you're a nice person.
But then you see when people have wronged me. Oh,
you turn to a demon.
I turn into a different person, and I can't I don't even like that person. So you see now, when I see people like if I don't really mess with you, or I know that like, all right, cool, we just ain't like that, I'm okay with like just walking past you.
That's why I find sex so interesting.
Because I'm not on it. Like I don't want to have an argument with you. Huh?
And you used to fuck him. Don't you find that crazy though, innit? I find that to me,
you can have sex with somebody and you don't really mess with them.
Someone's walking around naked all over the place. Yeah. You're fucking them. You're kissing, blah, blah, blah. And then one day you just stop that. And then they are somebody on the street. Yeah. I find that dynamic has always interested me. And even before that as well, when you weren't fucking them, and then you start fucking them, you're like, wow. Now you're just walking around naked. I find that so interesting, man. I
do find that interesting because it's like, you know, when you share your body with somebody, like even if it's two people who are just having sex, you guys know what you're doing. You've both consensually come to this point, right? But then it gets to that point where you will be strangers, or could end up as strangers, I should say.
I don't really get the stranger vibe of anybody. I've got the vibe of, we used to fuck, and we both know we used to fuck, innit? Oh, apart from one girl that forgot, which was hilarious.
You forgot you had...
No, she forgot. She forgot we fucked. I was like, funny thing is, I did forget her first, but my boy was like, yo, you fucked her. This is me. Who?
How does your friend...
No, because he remembers, innit? He was part of kind of like the setup, innit?
Oh, God.
This is him. Oh, you fucked her. This is me. Who? Her. I'm looking at her, I'm like, bro, I have no idea who this girl is, isn't it? Don't make me one of these niggas. I don't know who these girls are that be fucking. Because I haven't fucked a lot of people, isn't it? Like, I've got, like, my count is quite low, isn't it?
Okay.
So I'm like, who is this girl? I'm looking, I'm like, and he told me the scenario. This is me. Oh, right, that's her. This is him, yeah. So then I go speak to her. And then she is also baffed. This is me, blah, 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 blah. This is sorry, excuse me, like I actually don't know who you are. She said it to me as well. This is me. Yeah, same. I kind of forgot who you were.
Forget?
And then I told her the circumstance. And she was like, oh my God, it's you. I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, because it was only one time.
Do you know, it doesn't matter. I feel like, okay, here's the thing, yeah. You might forget that, oh my God, this person's part of your bodies. But to see you face to face and you're like, who are you? That's a bit crazy to me.
If God told you right now, listen, you know what? You've done what you've done in your life.
Yeah.
Right now, you can enter the kingdom of heaven if you tell me everyone that has laid a finger on your vagina before.
I mean, Okay.
So if he says, and if you get one wrong, you're going into hell.
What get wrong as in like...
Someone touched your vagina that you left out. Someone played a finger on your vagina that you left out. And God's like, if you get one wrong of a guy that's touched your vagina, then you're going to hell. Or you know what? Just forfeit this whole challenge, isn't it? And then let me just judge you for for your normal deeds. Uh-huh. Are you willing to answer that question?
I'm willing to answer.
Really? Because you know what's crazy? I would have said that as well.
Why are you saying really like I can't remember?
No, but I'm just saying how easy it is to forget a small detail of one person. I couldn't believe it. I would never have included that girl in my account.
Here's the thing, face to face, I know what I've done with you, but then to see you face to face and be like, I don't remember, that's what's crazy. But then for me, I would be able to do that. I'll be able to answer.
Well, first name and last name? You reckon?
What?
First name and last name of the individual that you fucked.
Okay, guys.
No, because it's difficult. And you know what's crazy? Like, you know what's crazy? As far as I'm concerned, I am not, by no stretch of the imagination or whatever, I am not promiscuous, isn't it? I don't think I'm promiscuous, isn't it? And it's... Some of these things, innit, can trip me up, innit? So I'm just saying, it doesn't make you a bad person if you wouldn't remember. If it's possible that one person can slip through your memory bank, innit?
If you're one person you're just not that memorable. And do you know one thing men hate? A man would hate to hear that.
That what?
That like he wasn't memorable.
It's not about being memorable.
Or like, if I see you, I'm like, oh my God, do you remember that time when we smashed? And it wasn't like at the forefront of my mind because I feel like men enjoy that. Like they like that.
But you know what's crazy? Because I'm not a relationship man and I'm... This is not my vibe though. Yeah?
Hold on. We need to stop and rewind and go back. Okay. When was the last time you had a girlfriend?
Literally 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you...
You look at me like a charity case just now. This is you? Really? I felt like a little kitten.
No, but it's good because like, unlike some people who have been posted in certain groups, they're just not wifing up. You're just not wifing up anything.
Yeah, because it means so much to me. I wanted to get, like, for instance, someone being my girlfriend, I've been taking this seriously from back then. Yeah, so it's one of those ones. I'm not trying to wife anybody for the sake of it. If I go out with you, I'm going out with you with the intention of making you my wife one day. Or why am I going out with you? Not just to make, like, why else should we be going out with each other, innit? Yeah, man. Do that face.
Even I would date you, Dami.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Honestly. This can't come out 2.0. I'm saying, yeah. That's the handle.
Oh my God. Guys, we're almost out of time here. Hold on. Are we?
Time is it now? To 9.
Yeah, it's 9:15. So we are almost out of time. I feel like we could actually go on, but if I don't, because I said no more 2-hour episodes.
Sweet.
So that's why I'm just like, all good things must come to an end, people.
Sweet.
Okay, right, guys. If you love what you've just seen, if you love just watching me, guys, I even wore a whole new colour for you. I'm always wearing dark colours. Today, I brightened up.
Yeah, someone told me that about myself as well. I
always wear a black t-shirt.
Yeah, man.
Always.
Yeah, but do you know what's crazy? This is kind of like my uniform.
I want to see you. Do you know what will look good? Because you've got nice skin as well. You're a proper brown skin man. Like, I want to see you like a lime green. Like a lime green. Okay. Do you know what? Yeah, I just remembered because I'm going to film something else and I just forgot the top and it was lime green.
You got a lime green top for me?
No, I forgot it.
You bought me clothes?
I was going to record something else when we're done, but that's neither here nor there. But I want to see you in like colour.
Okay.
Yeah, it will look nice on you.
Okay, I'll try it.
A lot of guys have this default black tee. You have 500 black t-shirts.
Facts.
Like.
Facts.
Honestly. 100%.
Yeah, because I don't consider myself like a fashionista and stuff, isn't it? So black is just safe. You don't have
to be, because with me, like, you see a man that can dress, oh, God.
Yeah, but like, I can't do none of that stuff.
No, but then here's the thing. When I say a man that can dress, you just got to look clean with it. I don't mean labels. You like, if you're doing too much labels, I can't like that cringes me out just a little bit. But then
labels are good when it's literally just plain Jane labels.
Exactly.
So it's not loud.
I want to see you mix like a Zara and a H&M. I love Zara's men's clothes. But anyway, guys, Dami, tell people what you've got coming up next and tell them where to find you.
I find me on This Can't Come Out 2.0 on Instagram and This Can't Come Out on everything else. Nicky, lovely. Thank you very much. Lovely having me. How am I supposed to say that? Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah.
It's lovely being on your podcast. Really enjoyed myself. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And isn't it beautiful how we met each other that day?
I know. And look at us
nothing
now.
but positive vibes. Like we speak to each other like we've known each other for years, isn't it? Yeah. It's a vibe.
It's amazing. God is
Amen.
good all the time. All of that. Why did you drink? So God is.
I've been sipping from the start.
I know.
Yeah.
Not girl. Anyway, right, guys. Like I said, all good things must come to an end. If you love this episode, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is SoNicky on YouTube. If you want to be all up in my personal business, that's fine. SoNicky _ on Instagram. You like me on TikTok? Is SoNicky. Guys, there's a lot of Nickies here. SoNicky Show for the podcast on TikTok and SoNicky Podcast on Instagram. I know that's a lot, but there'll be links in the description. And also there's links on my bio across all of my social media pages. Guys, thank you for the over 100 subscribers. Like, my next milestone, I know it's coming soon. So maybe we're going to be celebrating on the next episode. But guys, peace, love and happiness to all of you. See you.